The 2023 election was the most expensive election in Nigeria's history. INEC asked for the funds and the National Assembly provided it. Over 300 billion naira was spent. Nigerians expected a free and fair election that at least we could be proud of and we can accept the result as it is. But what did we get? Something different. Like every other thing that has happened in the country for the last 8 years, we were utterly disappointed. This is the assessment and I am Tricks. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and turn on the notification bell and follow me as I give you undiluted assessment. After the events of February 25 and March 18, Nigerians were disappointed with INEC. The ones that their candidates became victorious were happy. But the fact remains that there were core problems with INEC's performance in the election. There were issues, there were situations where INEC went back on what they agreed that they were going to do. INEC flouted its own guidelines and everything. And we all expected that, okay, INEC would have learned its lesson over time, that maybe the rerun elections coming forward would be different. But what did we get? Something different in return. The elections that were held this weekend in Adamawa State was one of such elections that you would ask yourself, are we acting a movie in Nigeria? Because the disrespect for the electoral law was so flagrant that even you that supports corruption will blush at it. It is funny, really, it is funny, because we are using our own hands to destroy the credibility of our own election. INEC is very complicit. What happened in the election? You see a situation where a REC officer, that's the resident electoral commissioner of a state in Adamawa State, if we'll be precise, came and declared somebody a winner of an election. Like, this is funny because when they are declaring elections, they are supposed to list the number of votes that this person was able to get and the number of votes that this other person was able to get. And they will do the final collation and they'll be like, this person is hereby returned elected, blah, blah, blah. They used to use all this talk. But this was different this time around because that was not done. The person just declared that this person has won the election and the election should stand. Like, the disrespect. Like, don't even take my words for it. Let's watch the video.
No, there's nothing like that.
It's not fair.
No,
not fair.
No, you are not.
No! It's fair.
No.
They are allowed.
You cannot.
You see, based on
No, because it's about life.
the APC
Yeah.
support the highest vote.
No. How?
This is a show of shame. Like, this is an insult on our collective intelligence as Nigerians. This person is literally telling us that Nigerians, you people are not smart, so we can really do anything and you people will just accept it like that. Do you know the level of disrespect that somebody will just go and hijack the whole electoral process and declare somebody winner? It is very funny. You know what's even funnier? The thing that makes this even funnier is that the candidate herself, this is a person that we're all happy about. Like, no matter your political affiliation, the whole idea of a woman having the chance to become a governor in Nigeria, which will be the first elected female governor in Nigeria, is something to be proud of. Now, it's even better because this is coming from a northern region. So this makes the whole idea better. It shows that Nigeria has come to a level of maturity in elections and in the decisions of the electorate, that we don't let gender discrimination determine who will vote for or who we don't vote for. It's a good thing to the girl child that know that when they are growing up, they can aspire to get to the highest office in the land, which is something that has never happened before. But there's something I will say. No matter the outcome the process to get to an outcome is the most important thing. No matter the nobility and everything of that outcome, the process is the thing that is supposed to make sense. Because if the process that produces something doesn't make sense, it means that thing that it produces is illegitimate and not supported by the majority. And this is the situation that we expect a person that comes from a demography that has not been given opportunity, a demography that has always said they could do better when given the chance. It is shocking that such a person would be able to give validity to a system or a process that is flawed. And that is what Aisha Binani did when she went to give a speech. She gave a speech accepting the flawed INEC assessment. Let's hear her speech.
Excellency, President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, you have made history in electing the first female governor in our country, Nigeria. This will no doubt broaden political participation by encouraging our daughters, sisters, aunties, mothers, and indeed the girl child.
You know, there's one thing she said that is very, very accurate. She said this will broaden political participation, that the girl child will be able to participate in an election, which is something that we hoped for. But this system and this process doesn't make sense at all. No matter if you get A in a score or in a result, and you cheated to get that A is not duly, you did not get that A duly. You didn't get that A legitimately. You didn't get that A. You didn't work for that A. So when the result comes out, even you in your mind will know that you don't worth it. And this is the situation. And we expected this person to defend democracy. Like, this is the thing, and this is the fact. No matter the gender of anybody, corruption knows no gender. That's why political participation should never be determined by gender. Because corruption doesn't respect gender. Corruption doesn't care if you're a female or a male. If you're corrupt, you are corrupt. And we expected that this person would actually defend democracy. You know, the thing that makes this funny and makes it very, very dangerous is the fact that APC and Aisha Binani has taken INEC to court, arguing because INEC suspended the REC officer and nullified that result that the person declared, which is what INEC is supposed to do, and we must commend them on that. But the woman took INEC to court, saying that INEC has no right to cancel a declaration that they've already made. But she knows that this declaration was faulty because the Electoral Act states that only a returning officer can declare somebody duly elected. This is something that even the most daft person that does not understand law will be able to understand. Even if you did not do law in school, or you are not a lawyer, or you are not very well vested in the Constitution, this thing is simple English and it is plain. It is left for simple interpretation. Only the returning officer can declare somebody duly elected. And here it is the REC officer. And this person is not the person constitutionally given that right to declare. Meaning the declaration is null and void. But they know this. I'm sure they know this. But no, they all want to come out victorious. They don't care about the system. They don't care about the process. They only care about the outcome, which is dangerous. Because if somebody is actually campaigning on the validity of democracy and the person is telling you that they are the better option and they are supporting clear illegality, or they are trying to defend clear illegality, then it is completely wrong. And we all as a civil society should fight it. The incumbent governor, the person running against Aisha Binani, the governor of Adamawa State, Usman, Fintiri, gave a speech saying that people should calm down and wait for them to actually defend the election and the process. Let's watch the video.
To continue today, 16th of April at 11 a.m. Just when we are waiting for the resumption of the coalition, the REC this morning took up a tax he is not constitutionally empowered to do by making an illegal announcement of the outcome of the election without result. This action is no doubt prerogative, but in this situation, I appeal for calm, as always. I assure you that as your leader, I will ensure nobody towns.
He actually did the best thing, asking for calm and telling people not to become violent and let them actually defend what they have to defend in court, which is the right process and the right system to follow. Now, to every single Nigerian, no matter the side of the political divide you belong to, we should all preach for accurate process and following the law. Know the results that you get if the result that you get is through a faulty means, then your victory is not legitimate, because legitimacy is of the people, and legitimacy lies in the core of legitimacy lies in following due process. That's the whole core of democracy. That is the point, that every system or everything should follow due process to get to an achieved result. If you get to an achieved result and you don't follow due processes, it is undemocratic. It becomes fascist. That is the real word of fascist. That's what they should use as fascism, actually. That's what they should use as fascism. But no, the political elite don't care. They only care about the outcome. They only care about themselves. And Nigerians are just pawns in that crossfire. That's it today on the assessment. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. And follow me as I keep giving you undiluted assessment. I remain your host, Trix.